Welcome to Tradecraft Simplified. We'll be talking mostly about using the TradingView alert system like a boss. Most people actually use the alert in a very simple way, mostly at a price level, which is the first kind of alert you can set at the price level. Let's say this Bitcoin at 93. When it breaks out of 95, you want to be notified. You just go to 95 above this candle here, click on the plus button. Then you can add an alert, and that's it. Then when you check your alerts, then you see that we have an active alert at 95,700, and yeah, you can just delete it if you want. But there's a lot more you can do, and that is the purpose of this particular video. You can also edit the alert. So the alert has been created here, and we can just edit it. So you go to the active one created now, then edit. Usually it's crossing, which means it can cross either above or below this price line. So we can set it to, let's say, cross up only, right? And the value is at 95,700, and the trigger should occur only once. And let's just call this basic alert 1. You can also do crossing down or crossing, right? So whatever crosses above or below. Apart from that, you can also say, okay, when we are greater than, the crosses means if it crosses, yes, only once, or if it crosses down, it's going to set an alarm. But greater than means that even though it crosses, as long as it stays above this line, the alert is going to be true. That's the difference between the crosses and the greater than. Let's use this measure candle. Say you want a bar like this candle. So it's 496. So let's say you want that if a bar print 500 units, right? $500 in this case. Then you want an alert above this line, right? So you can also do the same thing. Basic alert, edit, then the value should be moving up 500 in one bar, or you can do, let's say 1,000. So in, let's say 5 bars. So you can see how this actually makes sense a lot. The basic alert can either set it from here, or you can set it from here, or you can set it from go to alert, right? Click on this alert here, then go to alert, then click on this plus button, the same thing, right? So you can set it from 3 different places. The next is using drawing tools. One example is this. What about trend lines? I want to set an alarm when price touches my trend line. If the price goes below my trend line, I want an alarm. What do? You click on this trend line. You have to click on the trend line itself. Then you're going to see this toolbox, and you can see the add alert. Remember, you're adding alert on the trend line itself. You click add alert. Of course, you cannot do it on play mode. So let's say, yeah, this is not a trend, of course, but let's say this is a trend. Anytime it touches the trend line, let me know. So simple. Click on it, click on the set alert, and that's it. So the alert will be trend line alert. Right? And you say, okay, cross up or down. So you want to say once per bar close, because there will be multiple touches on the trend line. That's why it's a trend line. The price is going to touch it at least 2 or 3 times. So once per bar close, you create. Once price goes below this trend line and bar closes, it's going to give you an alert. So that's the line 1. The second one is, let's say, the horizontal line. Horizontal line, I'll put here. The same thing goes on. You click on the line, you click on the alert system, then the same thing. And it's a horizontal line, crossing up, right? If it crosses up, because we're below the line, we are currently below the line. So if it crosses up, right? Then good. So you say once per bar close. Another one we can have channels. And channels are just ranges. It could be parallel. It could be triangular. If you've not heard of channel before, just follow along. I'm seeing a kind of trend here. Let's see if I can draw our channel. So we go to where the channel is. Lines, parallel channel. Here to maybe here. All right. This is not a perfect channel. Channels are usually like range where price bounces from the top of the range to the bottom of the range till it finally breaks out of the channel. Click on the channel and click on the alerts where the price exits the channel. Over here to enter in the channel, we're going to get an alert also here. Once per bar close, alert name, channel, create. So we also have other channels too, but they work the same way. So now that is more of setting alert on drawing tools, right? That is the second way of setting alerts. The first is price. Second is on drawing tools. The third is on indicators. For example, the popular moving averages. All you need to do is bring out your indicators. For example, the SMA 20, the SMA 200. Let's set an alert here. The first is when the 20 crosses below the 200. To make sure those indicators are available on your chart, then you go to alerts, you create one. Then the condition is going to be on the SMA 20. When the SMA 20 does what? When it crosses down, right, which is right here. It wants to cross the 200 SMA short signal, and you create an alert to do another one, which is this when the 20 crosses what? Up the 200. And you're using the SMA based only, SMA long signal. And you can just have both in one by just doing the crossing, which means with crosses below or crosses above, let me know. That is for the SMA. Let's use another one, which is the Bollinger Bands. So let's create an alert based on this Bollinger Bands. Create an alert, say that we want to price crossing the Bollinger Bands. If you're not aware of the Bollinger Bands, it's just a band and the price goes up and down the bands. So you can see over here, the price touches the band, goes up, touches this band, comes down, touches the band. But of course, it's not always true that price will always reverse. So let's go back to the alerts. So the price is crossing up the Bollinger Bands upper, and you set your alerts to once per bar close. Okay, let's do one more for the RSI, Relative Stress Index. So what do you want to do? Set an alert on the RSI, and you can see these options of the regular bearish divergence, regular bullish divergence. You do not even need to write any code to know when there's a divergence in your RSI. So this is a RSI divergence. Create, and don't forget, you can always edit your alerts. That is for the indicator alerts. The last one I want to talk about is the Pine Script alerts. And this is my favorite because I can do anything with it. Let me use one of my strategies here. The MSB, this strategy, add to chart. So this is my MSB retest strategy. You have to make sure that the indicator has a buy and sell signal. It's written in the indicator. Then you just want to say, okay, whenever it is buy or a sell signal, you want to create an alert, and you can configure the alerts more, right, to what you want. Mostly it's going to be the frequency. Then you can set an alert on your custom indicator. Go to alert one more time. You go to your indicator, which is this, right? And you're going to get something like this. Any alert function, right? You click on it and that's it. So because you have some functions in the alert, it's going to get called whenever there is such alert. And that's it. You can just create your alert and bam. So this is a very easy way to use alert also on trading script. Let's talk about one more thing. Right now, in the message, we can customize it, also include some things. For example, the price, let's say triggered on, let's say, closing. The exact closing price of the bar is going to be put in your message. Find more from here, all by using these two curly braces. It is on Binance, or if it is on Oando, or whatever it is, it's going to tell you the exchange. Customize them in your message. Don't forget about this also. It's a great way to improve what you see when you get an alert. Thank you very much, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know what you want for me to do in my next video.